2, 1, and liftoff.
The idea of an Andrew Miller trade, I think, is manufactured. I mean, I know it's been floated out there by some people, but Bud, you wrote about this. Is this actually on the table, do you think?
Well, it came from a MLB Radio Network story about Steve Phillips, who's a host there, used to be the GM of the Mets, saying that he had heard that through agents that they were shopping Andrew Miller in the offseason.
Wow.
I think it's crazy, and I'll use the word that I used when I wrote about it. Talk about a buzzkill. That's what it would be in this town. And I joked that the only way you could have a bigger buzzkill would be to announce that Frankie Lindor was going back to AAA for some more seasoning, you know. Listen, they gave up a lot to get Andrew Miller. He gave them a lot. If anything, they could look at this at the trade deadline next year, and if they're hopelessly out of it, then you might think about it. But
to try to recoup some of what they gave up.
Absolutely. Certainly not at the beginning of the season.
Well, and at $9 million a year for each of the next 2 years, I know this is not an unlimited payroll for the Indians, but that seems like value to me. I mean, when you talk about elite relievers, I think Miller has proven to be more valuable than a traditional closer. I think the role he played in the postseason, he can play that kind of role, not to quite the same extent, but close in the regular season. Don't you think he's a value at that price?
Yeah, the thought is that it's a lot of money to pay a non-closer. Well, here's an idea. Make him the closer.